Yeah, absolutely. So I did have one of those moments, had many of those moments, but the one that really sticks out to me is I recognized we were doing like a review of all of our programs. We had some new people on the team, and I realized as we were reviewing all of the programs that we had, whether it was performance management or the promotion process or calibration, right? Like I had this moment where I recognized that we had built over the years excellent programs. We were executing on those programs in a really strong way. But I realized, like, when we tried to fit all of those pieces together, suddenly it was like, huh, we're getting a lot of information from these individual programs, but that information is not connecting across the program. And the data is not connecting in a way that we could say, let's take the information that we've got from the calibration process. Let's connect that as part of our promotion process. Let's connect that to our learning and development programs in a way that then actually changes the way that we make decisions as a team and changes the way that we interact with our customers as customers, not just employees. Like I had this moment where I thought, we really will come up short if we just have a whole bunch of programs that we do really well at, but none of that really connects together. And if you were to ask our customers, they would say, yeah, sure, they do a good promotion process, but I would never have thought that it connects to how I calibrate as an employee or how I learn and grow. And so that was the moment where I thought, we need to be structured more and more like a product team. And the other thing I would share there is that for me, part of that came naturally because I was leaning in really heavily to the company, to our own product team,
Mhm.
and recognizing what they were doing for the Ancestry product. And it started to hit me that if we're not thinking in a similar way, we're not really achieving what we're going after. So that was kind of the moment that made me think we've just got to shift our thinking a bit.
Well, I've got a couple of questions, but I'm going to start with one. You mentioned that you noticed that the programs were disconnected at times, and you mentioned calibration, you mentioned learning programs. If you had to pick one where it felt like the experience was a little bit like wonky or it just like felt
Mm.
totally disconnected, was there one in particular where you were like, this just doesn't, like, it doesn't connect, like this is all wrong?
Oh, it totally. Our year-end performance process, we call it YEP, right? Like we came up with that really fun name, right? Like we thought everyone would love YEP. Well, they first of all don't care what we call it. What they care about is how do they experience that program? And what we realized was we put a lot of time and effort, and then they have to put in a lot of time and effort into this program. And the only connection that they were really making was that depending upon how this goes, my year-end bonus, my merit increase is going to be impact. That was really the only connection that they felt to it, as opposed to this is the culmination of a series of conversations that should be happening throughout the year to help me understand where I am now, where I'm going next, and what the gaps are, between any of those periods of time. And so that was really the one that stuck out immediately.